Hello and welcome to the Potential Psychology Podcast. I'm your host, Ellen Jackson, and it's my mission to share the science of human behaviour in a practical, fun and inspiring way. In each podcast episode, I interview an expert from the fields of psychology, well-being, leadership, parenting or high performance. I pick their brain to uncover what they know about living well. What tips do they have for you and I? And I quiz them about how they apply their expertise in their own life. Join me as we discover simple, science-backed ways to live, learn, flourish, and fulfill your potential. Hello, Ellen here, host of the Potential Psychology Podcast. And if we haven't met, hi, I'm so glad you're here. Let me introduce myself and then I'll give you a sneak peek into what's coming up in season 4 of the podcast. I am a psychologist, a writer, a mum, and a podcaster. Professionally, I'm not perhaps the kind of psychologist you might imagine psychologists to be. I don't do counselling or therapy. What I do is collaborate with organisations to design and deliver programs that help you to fulfil your potential at work. So I teach the science of the mind and behaviour in workplaces to help you to live and work in a happier, healthier, calmer, more confident and more productive state. And this is really just my small part in helping to create positive mental health and well-being in our world. And when I'm not designing and delivering workshops for organisations and clients, I coach leaders and professionals one-on-one, which is an absolute blast, especially thanks to the wonders of technology, which allows me to work with people anywhere in the world. Now, on a personal front, I hang out with my 3 boys here in regional Victoria in Australia. I have 1 husband, only 1, and 2 sons, plus 1 cat and 4 chickens. And we live a very casual and contented life, enjoying being part of the community of Victoria's Central Highlands. And then there is this podcast, which sits firmly at the intersection of my personal and professional lives because it is a labour of love and it's designed to help spread the word about well-being and positive psychology. And I get the joy of sitting and chatting to clever people to learn from them and to share that learning with you. So what is coming up in season 4 of the podcast? Well, we're kicking off on the 16th of January 2019, which is only a week away, with a conversation with Dr. Adrienne Medhurst about how to find the sweet spot between work, life, well-being and performing at our best. And as we discuss, it's not so much about finding balance as it is about being agile. So we're well-being ninjas, perhaps. Following Adrienne, I have Professor Lindsay Oates, who is the Director of the Centre for Positive Psychology in Melbourne, and he's sharing his thoughts on creating well-being on a global scale. So how do we scale things up and create conversations about well-being across nations and governments? Professor Lee Waters is dropping in to talk about strengths-based parenting and how we can make the switch from focusing on what our kids are doing wrong to focusing on what's great about them, because contemporary science says that this is the path to helping them to thrive and flourish and also reduce our own stress. I'll be talking to psychologist and story strategist Anna Box about storytelling and how we can use the movies to learn and grow and understand ourselves a little better. And as well as that, there will be more sports, mental health and performance. I'll be delving into design and how our physical environment affects our thoughts and our happiness. There'll be some discussion of lawyer well-being and a bit of talk about the ageing brain. There's all of that and more kicking off on January the 16th. And in the meantime, if you're keen to catch up on episodes that you may have missed from seasons 1 to 3, Jay and I have been publishing a list of best of playlists on the blog each week over the summer break. And this week it's the best of season 2. Last week we covered the best parenting episodes, and the week before that it was the most popular episodes of season 1. So you can find all of these playlists on the Potential Psychology website over at potential.com.au. And while you're there, you can download our free collection of over 130 parenting, wellbeing and performance tips that we've gathered from our experts from seasons 1 to 3. So in every episode, I ask our expert to give us some tips simple things that you and I can do to help enhance our well-being or our performance or our happiness or perhaps our parenting. And we've compiled all of these into one single place. So that's a wealth of amazing insights to help you to fulfill your potential. Just head over to the podcast page on the website, so potential.com.au/podcast, and you can download that complete list of over 130 excellent tips from our experts. And one final piece of exciting news that's happened over the last few weeks. My first ever ebook, forgotten the name. My first ever ebook, The Positive Parenting Toolkit, was published just prior to Christmas, and it's now available via the Potential Psychology website. It is a compilation of the biggest, best, and most helpful parenting ideas that I have discovered, researched, and used myself as a parent, particularly over the last 5 years when I began researching and speaking to other experts when I started writing my blog and now the podcast. So things like how to teach your kids to solve problems, how to help them to stay safe online, how to talk to them about happiness, and how to help your family to thrive and flourish. And I've included plenty of practical strategies, tips, and activities that you can engage in with your family, as well as some hints and tips and resources gathered from our expert podcast guests. So that is the Positive Parenting Toolkit. It's an ebook. It's short, but packed full of information. So it'll only be a quick read, but a lifetime of great ideas. And you'll find it at the Potential Psychology store, which is potential.com.au/store. That's all from me right now. I am so looking forward to being back on the air and in your ears with season 4 of the Potential Psychology podcast and our wonderful guests. We're starting next week on the 16th of January 2019. Until then, though, stay safe, happy and well, and I will see you soon.